Welcome to the video lecture of Computer Graphics for second semester MCA students of Department of Computer Application, Northeastern Hill University, Tura campus. Today we will be discussing about boundary fill algorithm. Boundary fill algorithm is a filling algorithm. The objective of this algorithm is to fill a closed shape region having a uniform color boundary like this. Suppose this is a closed loop region having an uniform color boundary, that means with a single color boundary. Here in this case it is the boundary color is red. The objective of this algorithm is to fill this closed loop region having uniform color boundary with a specified color, let's say fill color. The algorithm is a recursive algorithm that begins with a starting pixel called a seed pixel inside the region. So the algorithm starts by choosing a pixel from inside the region. Let's say this is our seed pixel XY, which is lying inside the region. First, this algorithm will choose arbitrarily one point as a seed point from inside the region to be filled. Now then it will check whether that chosen pixel, seed pixel, is lying in the boundary or not, and also it will check whether that chosen pixel XY, that is seed pixel, is already filled up with the specified color or not. If both these answer is no, then it will fill that particular pixel, seed pixel, with a desired color, fill color, and then it will recursively call the same algorithm with its surrounding or neighboring pixels. So once this seed pixel is filled up with a desired color, then it will also call the same algorithm with its neighboring pixel. Here we have considered 4 connected neighbors. The neighbors are as follows. One is in the immediate left hand side position, that is x minus 1 y. Another will be in the immediate right hand side pixel, so its coordinate will be x plus 1 y. The immediate top pixel of the seed pixel having coordinate value x comma y plus 1, and immediate bottom pixel x comma y plus 1. So the algorithm will recursively call along with its 4 neighboring pixels. And if the chosen pixel, that means the seed pixel, is not a boundary pixel, or it is already, if it is filled, then it will not call recursively using its surrounding pixels, and it will not also fill it. That means if the XY pixel, that seed pixel, is already in the boundary color, or if it is already filled up, then no need to call or no need to fill with the desired color, because it is already either filled or it is the boundary region pixel. So algorithm will not call recursively. So that is what is written here. If the answer is no, that part I have already discussed. That means the algorithm checks to see if the seed pixel is boundary pixel or has already been filled. If the answer is no, then it fills the pixels and makes a recursive call to itself using each and every neighboring pixel as a new seed. If the answer is yes, that means the seed pixel is either a boundary pixel, or already it is being filled up with the desired color, then it will not call the neighboring pixels, and simply it will return its color. The algorithm works well for an arbitrary shape region by filling all the non-boundary pixels that are connected to the seed either directly or indirectly through a chain of neighboring relations. However, this straightforward implementation of this algorithm sometimes involves sometimes may be computationally costly as well as time consuming, both in terms of memory requirement, means space requirement, as well as time requirement. Why? Because this algorithm, as we can understand, makes a huge number of recursive calls, particularly when the region size is relatively large. Then it needs to call several recursive calls, and that requires several stack operations to hold the temporary variables in terms of the its neighboring pixels and their returning color values. So therefore this algorithm, and since this recursive calling is computationally costly, and storing the recursive informations in the stack also involves huge amount of space requirement. Therefore this algorithm sometimes may be computationally costly, both in terms of time complexity as well as space complexity are concerned. So variations can be made to limit the number of recursive calls by structuring the order in which neighboring pixels are processed. For example, we can first call the left and right side pixels, then process it, and then we can call the other pixels, right, top and bottom pixels. So let's now consider the pseudocode of the algorithm. So if it is a boundary region, closed boundary region with a homogeneous color boundary, then we will be choosing a seed pixel xy. So we will pass the boundary, in the boundary fill algorithm we will pass the location of that seed pixel xy, as well as the desired color with which we need to fill the region, that is the fill color, and the color of the boundary region, that is boundary color. This needs to be passed in the algorithm boundary fill. Then temporary variable integer color is used, which will actually store the color of every pixel. So getPixel command actually stores the color information of the location xy, which is a seed pixel, into the variable color. Then if that color information, color value is not equal to the boundary color, and color is not also equal to the fill color, that means the color is not equal to the boundary color, or it is not equal to the fill color. That means if it is not equal to the boundary color, that indicates that the seed pixel is not residing in the, not falling in the boundary region, and this information, color not equal to fill color, indicates that the seed pixel is not already filled up with the desired color. Then that pixel xy, that seed pixel xy is filled up with the fill color with this command set pixel. Then it calls the neighboring pixels. Next it calls the same algorithm with all its neighboring pixels. So x plus 1 y fill color boundary color, that means x plus 1 with this left pixel. Then it calls the top pixel, with the top pixel it calls the same algorithm again, x y plus 1 fill color boundary color. Then it calls the same algorithm with the the right side pixel x plus 1, y fill color, boundary color, and with the bottom pixel x, y minus 1 fill color and boundary color. So here we have considered the 4 connected pixels as neighboring pixels. However, the 3 cross 3 neighbors, that means the 8 neighbors also, 8 connected neighbors also can be considered. That means these diagonal neighbors also can be considered for these seed pixels. Okay. So then we have to add another 4 pixels here in this algorithm. So just to summarize today's lecture, today we have discussed about the boundary fill algorithm, its theory and its working principle as well as its pseudocode. Then let us now discuss about the limitations. Already I talked about, I have given some hints about its limitation, since as you can see that this algorithm calls recursively with its neighboring pixels. So if the region size is large enough, then the number of recursive call it requires also will be large. In that case, the algorithm requires several stack operations to hold this recursive calling, and therefore it becomes computationally costly both in terms of memory requirement and as well as time requirement. Second limitation is that it works well for homogeneous color boundary when the region is having the single color boundary, it works well, but when the region is having multiple color boundary, then this algorithm will not work. So that's all about this boundary fill algorithm. If the algorithm is clear, I urge all of you to implement this algorithm in C or C++, whatever you feel like, and post the code in Google Classroom. Also, I'll be happy to take questions if you have any doubts about this algorithm in Google Drive. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.